Hi guys. I was going to make a video. Actually, I did make a video last night, but I decided to delete it. Just had a lot of stuff going on, and I was gonna upload it, but I didn't really like it, so I deleted it. So, anyways, this is my new video that I'm going to make. Sorry, I'm trying to make the lighting better. Anyways, this is my new video. Anyways, tonight's video will be about the, again, the prediction and possibility of the New Madrid earthquake happening and going off. It may or may not be because of HAARP. And, we know HAARP has the capability of setting off a large earthquake. Whether or not they can set it off in a specific area, I'm not too sure about. I'm not too good in the technological aspect and seeing whether or not they can do it. But we know that they have the capability, and we know that they have the capability of weather control and all that stuff. Anyways, sorry to ramble off, but I wanted to talk about the specific species that died, um, which were, the two sets, Louisiana, Arkansas, of the red-winged blackbirds, um, which is a fairly common species in North America. Well, through everywhere. I think Honduras and everything, whatnot too. So North and South America, and Central. So we have the red-winged blackbird and the drumfish. And the drumfish, of course, was the one on headline news, which 100,000 died in Arkansas. I don't think it was a lake or river or whatever that they died in. So, anyways, I'm gonna go first into the drumfish and talk a little bit why that was the only species affected in this. Okay, first of all, the drumfish has behind its eye socket, um, and I've been told by numerous people that behind the eye socket, when you tear it apart, open it up, it has this pearly-like object. It's like a disc or whatever. It's like a CD without a hole in the middle. And it's pearly as well and very hard. And it's in the back part to the up into behind the eye socket of the drumfish. And they actually make jewelry out of it. But anyways, to make a long story short, this it's not an organ, but it's just something in their body. It's equivalent to the equilibrium or whatever, how your body keeps balance in your whatever in a person's body. So and it's kind of like, I don't know, an eardrum, not an eardrum, but it's more of like a inner part of the eardrum. It starts with a T. I can't remember what it is. But anyways, it's very sensitive to frequencies, radio frequencies, regular frequencies, anything. So this is one of the only fishes out there in that river and whatnot, um, that has this um, specific characteristic. So, I'm not all too surprised that, this is happening. We just had to figure out the logistics and what separated these species, because we knew something was up. We knew that it was either HAARP or, a I don't know, a warning sign to the New Madrid earthquake about to let loose. Um, but we, I don't know, we knew that this, if we really looked into it, we knew that this was going to show something. Same with the red-winged blackbirds and not as startling of information, but nonetheless still kind of important. So we know the red-winged blackbirds, especially in winter, um, flock together by the millions, sometimes thousands, or by the millions. They flock together, and they fly tightly packed. A lot of the eyewitness reports out of Arkansas stated that it was already dark, but that the sky turned even completely further black than what the sky really was, and that must have been the point when the birds got spooked or whatever. Made them fly simultaneously up in the sky because they don't really fly at night um, when they flew up in the sky, which would also take into account the radar image in which it showed, the darker greens and almost yellows. Um, what a radar image goes by is pretty much not only the depth or whatever of the cloud, but the cloud tops or whatnot. So if you have this rising motion in birds, whatever the object is, it's going to show and read back in radar, infrared, whatever, an image um, via radar, and that's what it showed. So that's what you've been seeing all these different newscasters, showing the radar image of these. Uh, I don't know. It's a radar image that after the cold front and line of storms move through, that you see this big blip in the radar that doesn't look normal. When in fact this is actually quite normal. You know, we have this with birds flocking sometimes too, in a line south to north, north to south, east to west, west to east, whatever, and you can see them, and it almost resembles an outflow boundary of a regular storm. And sometimes you can see a difference between just regular outflow boundaries of a thunderstorm, which it's almost like a thunderstorm's making its own dry line or warm or cold front. So you have that happen with birds a lot too, and yeah, they'll make some notice out of the local news about it, but then they won't talk about it. But this case was different. They weren't flocking in a direction. They were merely being spooked, going straight up, and then falling down to the ground, which makes it, I don't know, a sign to me that they weren't flocking north, south, east, or west. They were going straight up into the air and then going down. No, it was not an updraft. Okay, they were confused. Okay, by our frequency, nonetheless, like the fish. So there we can go with that proof. So look that up with radar images and birds and mosquitoes and locusts, whatever. They had the same thing, but they've never had the blip in the radar that they've had like with this last time, because every other time it's resembled an outflow boundary until now. So they were confused, very confused. So that's all I have to say tonight. I'll do some more research. I've been doing a lot of research. Just so much happening right now. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. It is late. I need to do my homework. Talk to you later. Night, guys.